Good morning, ladies. Are you ready for your core strength and conditioning? We are going to start things off with our daily challenge. Okay, so I'll explain what that's like, but while I'm doing that, why don't you go ahead and start moving? So, whether that is a boxer shuffle, some big torso twists here, some upward facing dog, child's pose, maybe some cat-cows or hip circles here. Let's get that midsection, even those shoulders, ready for that workout, okay? So again, start moving while I'm explaining that, okay? So if you hadn't heard, the daily challenge this week is 2 exercises. The first exercise is timed, always timed. You don't have to worry about counting a thing. The second exercise, there is a set rep count. And the goal is that we chip away to an end rep count, okay? That is also shown on our daily challenge calendar, okay? So for today's exercises, you're still moving, so give me something here, warm up that body. That first exercise is our cricket climbers. So for your cricket climbers, you're in that plank position. Remember, keep my hips and shoulders in line. Don't let them drop here, okay? From there, knee to opposite elbow, okay? So you could be going slow, or you could start to pick that up. 1 minute. And then that second exercise, again, this is a set rep count. Today, we are at 20 ab tucks, okay? So for ab tucks, we roll all the way back. We tuck our knees into our chest and our hands will grab them, and then we untuck, keeping our hands ideally under that chin, okay? If you need to, you might find it helpful to give yourself a little momentum by bringing your hands. And if you're not able to get all the way up quite yet, then you'll be on that double crunch. So double crunch, hands are behind your head, everything's gonna tuck in, everything's gonna untuck here, okay? We're working 20 reps of that with our goal to get to 100 reps of those ab tucks. So if you did some quick math, that's 5 rounds of that circuit. For the purpose of getting into our workout, we're just gonna do 2, but that means that we've chipped away at some of those ab tucks we're shooting to do today, okay? And even if it's not all done right now, throughout the day, hit that minute, hit that 20 ab tucks, and come back to it. Your minimum goal will be to hit these 2 rounds with me today, all right? And this will be our warm-up for our ab work at hand, okay? But get that mind and body ready. And if this is the first time you've hit this format this week, then enjoy it, embrace it. Remember that you'll get out of it what you put into it. We're gonna just do, again, like I said here, 2 rounds. So that means 1 minute of cricket climbers, 20 ab tucks, an extra minute of cricket climbers, and 20 more ab tucks, okay? And our end goal for those ab tucks will be 100 reps. In our workout, we'll get 40, but overall, your goal is to get to that 100, okay? So we're gonna get started here. Cricket climbers, ab tucks. If you need to do a little bit less time, then you could fast forward this. You could spend like 30 seconds, 45 seconds on those cricket climbers if you're just starting moving. Maybe take some rest in the middle if you want to stay with me. Head in some cat-cow, head into a child's pose. Come up to a higher surface for those hands if it's really getting into those shoulders, okay? There's ways to continue to work even if we are fatigued or out of shape, all right? And then for those ab tucks, same thing. I'm going to get those 20 reps in with you. If you need to go a little slower, go a little slower. You probably shouldn't be needing to go much faster than me. And if you are, that's okay, as long as you're making sure that that core is engaged the entire time, okay? So don't go so fast that you're getting through the motion, but you're never feeling that engagement through that core, okay? So we're gonna start that time. You're in that cricket climber position in 3, 2, and 1. So knee to opposite elbow. I'm just getting moving here, so I'm gonna go a little bit slower with my intention to pick up the speed as I go, and then in the next round, because like I said, we're doing 2 of these here, I will have found more speed to get that heart rate up and body ready, right? Because part of the warm-up is to not only warm up the body, but to also give the body an idea of what's to come. So it can physically prepare while you mentally prepare. We have another 20 seconds, and then we're gonna hit those ab tucks. Really try to get that knee closer and closer. Hands are directly under those shoulders. Don't let yourself creep back here or let your butt creep up. Keep it in that straight line for another 3, 2, and 1. Good. Come on onto that butt. Again, 20 ab tucks is what we're working here. Hands under your chin, and exhale, roll all the way up. That's 1. And down, up 2. Try not to use that momentum from your arms, but instead, tuck your chin around the shoulders, engage the core to come up. This is 5. Roll back, exhale up, 6. Down and up, 7. Down and up, 8. Down, up, 9. Down and up, 10. Halfway. Come up, that's 10. 9. 8. Feel that core start. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Yes. Okay, so we're gonna try to get straight back into those cricket climbers. If you're doing these on your own, you could take a break. You could even split this into other parts of your day. But for now, if you're with me, we are going in 3, 2, and 1. All right, so like I said, I'm starting to pick up my pace a little bit. And we're gonna spend the majority of our ab work today on our back. So if you can get that conditioning side of things in now. You've got your first 20 seconds down, shooting for 1 minute here. And always remember, when the going gets tough, I want you to shoot for those couple of extra reps, the ones that you don't want to do, the ones where you want to stop. Prove to yourself you've got it before you take that break, if you end up needing one at all. You have 10 seconds here. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, come on down. Go back to some of those warm-up exercises. I'm going to explain to you your format for your workout. Get a drink of water if you need. So this workout is gonna go by pretty quickly, okay? Because the goal is to get those abs into the burn zone and then push through the burn zone. Because it's not until we get our abs in that burning zone and we push more reps that we're going to be able to really, truly build that strength, that muscle memory, that endurance, okay? So we have 4 exercises for you today, and it's going to be your circuit or your drop set, okay? So we're gonna do 60 seconds of each one of those, so 4 minutes of ab work. Then we're gonna do 45 seconds of each one, and then 30 seconds of each one. So each time getting a little bit less, because ideally, really, if we've worked through those first rounds, our stomach, our core is tired, and it doesn't take as much to push it to get something out of that, okay? So always stay focused, keep your intention, your focus right here with me. And the clock will run while we're going through those 4 exercises. Afterwards, we'll regroup, reset the clock, and then we'll be back on again, okay? So keep moving. I would encourage a boxer shuffle. Again, some arm circles. Like I said, we're gonna spend most of our time today on the ground. First exercise is your bicycle, okay? So
you ladies aren't unfamiliar with bicycles, but I just want to give some reminders because we can get very lazy when we're in our bicycles. So remember, hands are always coming behind our head, elbows are always wide. We don't want to tuck in here because then we're not getting as much rotation as we could. Our chest lifts, our neck lifts, our shoulders lift because our core is engaging, not because I'm using my hands to pull me up, okay? It's always knee to opposite elbow, and that opposite leg, I want you to straighten completely out. Like push the earth away from you as you're rotating, okay? If you take it lower, it'll be more challenging. If you feel that core lift or start to feel it in the low back, just make sure that leg stays a little bit higher for me, okay? And you're switching, all right? So again, I don't want you to get lazy and just kind of come here. I want big rotations above all else, okay? So again, keep it moving right now. Your second exercise is going to be your dragonflies with a twist. So your dragonflies, remember, hands are underneath the small of your back, legs are straight. You're going to take those legs all the way down, and then when you come up to the top, you give me a lift, okay? Now, our goal is when we come down and we come up, we give a twist one way, and then the next time we will twist the other way, okay? If you need to, don't lower your legs all the way if you feel that low back come up or go into your, or it's hurting your low back. Then keep those legs bent and maybe just don't go quite as low here, and then come up and twist, all right? From there, we are gonna roll over into that plank position, okay? And from that plank position, low will be more challenging, high will make it a little bit easier. We are going to do a figure eight with our feet. So you see one comes over and I switch. Notice my hips aren't coming up as I do that. My arms aren't shooting forward. We're just doing our figure eight, okay? And then that last exercise will come back on our back and we have our V-ups, all right? So for those that get a lot of issues in those hip flexors, you may start to feel that. And maybe a few months ago you couldn't do V-ups. I would encourage you to still try it today. It might not be the whole minute or the whole 45 or 30, but any portion of that is still going to be better than not. And you might surprise yourself. You might be able to get in a few more than you could last time, or even just one when you couldn't do any, all right? So remember, V-ups, arms are long, legs are long. Our goal is that we're hinging at the hips, folding our chest to our thighs. Oop, that was a bad one. All right, let's try that again. Chest to our thighs and back down, okay? If you need to, you could always go into your alternating star crunch here using the leverage of that opposite arm, or again, back to that double crunch where your knees are bent, everything tucks in, everything untucks, okay? No more counting. This is all timed. We're again going to start with those bicycles. Then we're gonna head into those dragonflies with the twist, into our plank with our figure eight, and then finish with those V-ups. 60, 60, 60, 60. We'll rest, regroup. We'll hit those each at 45 seconds and then each at 30 seconds, okay? Remember, less about speed, more about just keeping that burn in that core, okay? You'll 100% get out of this what you put into it, ladies. So give it your all right here. Take this dedicated time to work with me. We're gonna start with those bicycles for 60 seconds in 3, 2, and 1. All right, bicycles, 60 seconds here. Remember, pushing away that opposite foot, really twisting through the core. Elbows stay wide here. Good, and again, if you're feeling in that low back at all, or it's going into those hips, you can straighten that other leg, just don't take it as low, okay? 25 seconds, and then clock will run, so quick transition into those dragonflies in 20 seconds. Ten seconds, keep that twist up, come on, feel that burn. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, hands under the small of your back. We're up, legs are straight, down as low as you can. And as you come up, twist one way. Take it down. As you come up, twist the other way and down. Remember, if you're feeling it in that low back, then don't take your legs as low, or you might find you have to bend those knees and come up and twist. And just because you might not typically need to do that doesn't mean that our body might need it today, okay? So it could be based on the other stuff you've had going on, how much you've been stretching, how tight you are, how stressed you are. Hang on here, feel these reps, nice and controlled for another 5 seconds. We have 2, 1, and time. All right, plank with that figure 8, straight away. I'm shooting for low for that extra challenge. Cross one over, then the other. Hips and shoulders stay in line. And honestly, if it's hard enough for you to hold a plank, that's where you're at today, okay? Challenge yourself, yes, but not outside your means or your ability level right now, okay? 25 seconds. Nice job. 15 seconds. I know you're feeling that burn now. We just have one exercise after this, so hang strong. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, onto your back. Remember, clock runs straight away here. Big exhale, hands pull to your toes. Oh, and I don't know about you ladies, but at this point for me, that's hard. All right, I'm feeling the workouts from earlier this week, from my weekend. So just moving like this right now, I'm gonna be grateful for that my body's allowing me to do this. And you should be too, even if it's not your best performance. I'm saying this to myself included. 15 seconds. Use that breath with emotion. 5, 4, shoot for 1 more, and time. All right, so get a drink of water if you need. How's that feel? Now you know what to expect, okay? We're gonna hit those 4 exercises 2 more times, but each one reducing that time, because like I said, we've warmed it up. It's there, it's ready. So as soon as we start the work now, you should be in that burn zone, which is our goal, okay? So 15 more seconds, and we're gonna get straight back into those bicycles, all right? So head on back, regroup that focus, catch that breath, get those abs ready, in 2, 1, and hit it. So maybe you're not moving as fast now. Maybe you feel like the form's already going, or it's headed into the wrong areas. Readjust, okay? Maybe that means rolling those shoulders, tucking that chin. Regroup here, and then get back to work as quick as you can. We just have 15 seconds. Remember, we're cutting that time down a little bit. Feel it burn with me, ladies. Push it here. Good. Great job. For 3, 2, and 1. Hands under the small of your back. You have those dragonflies with the twists. So slowly lower, and then up and twist. My twists definitely don't look quite as good today, but we're trying. We're going through those motions, building those repetitions, those habits, and those muscles. We're just over halfway here, so you gotta fight. Fight for this time. Good. 5 seconds. One more here. 2 and 1. Into that plank. Plank with your figure 8. Over, over. Small steps here. Not a ton of movement through those hips. So belly button tight. Hands or elbows underneath those shoulders. Shoulders and hips in line. Bare minimum, you are holding that plank with me here. 10 seconds. Good. Hang on. 5 seconds. No one drops. Not yet. 3, 2, and 1. Okay, good. Come on down straight into those V-ups. Arms long, legs long, and big exhale. Hands to toes. Chest to thighs. Folding everything up. And maybe the first round you could, this round you can't, you would be on your double crunch here or that alternating crunch. Hang on. You have 15 seconds. Breathe through that motion. Remember, you are in control for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! All right. Maybe some upward facing dog or cat cow would be good here. I'm gonna give you a quick high five. You guys are doing awesome. And we just have one more round left here. Okay, so grab that drink of water. Give yourself a second. If you need more rest, of course, you can always press pause. But remember, the goal is to create that burn, because when we work inside of it, that's what counts, okay? And maybe you need to do these a couple more times because it felt good. That is up to you. This is our first goal, priority 1. And then from there, you can rewind me, you can replay, whatever you need to do to get the most out of your time on your mat today, okay? So I've talked enough, rest time is up. We have one more round of each at 30 seconds. So maybe you move a little bit faster, but again, not if you don't feel that in the core, okay? We are going in 3, 2, and 1. Let's hit it. So my goal is not to go faster, but to see if I can lift my shoulder more. If I can make my form for each of these exercises even stronger. You're already halfway. Feel that burn, hold on to it. 5 seconds. 3, 2, and 1. Hands under the small of your back, legs up and down. Twist it, control it down as well. Last time on each exercise here. Own it before you leave it. Unless you're feeling it, you could give it to me all again here. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, give me one more, and time. All right, roll it over into that plank position. Let's get it here. Maybe you hadn't come down to your elbows yet for this move. Maybe this time you try, or maybe not actually moving and just holding that plank is enough. Think belly button to the spine or to the sky. Chest pushes away actively from the ground. Hold on here. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, V-ups here. My goal is 6. Give yourself a goal inside this 30. Last time. Exhale up. I've got 1. Exhale up. That's 2. Up 3. Up 4. We've got 5. And the last one, 6. Oh, goodness. Oh, since we're down here, before we get up, tuck those knees in your chest. Give yourself a big hug. Rock side to side. If that feels good, roll out that low back. And then I'm going to come into that upward facing dog for a second because I was feeling it. So if you started to feel your hip flexors towards the end of that, that's normal. A lot of times we use those when we don't have the ab strength or when the abs start to get tired and we can't keep that mind muscle connection. So keep working at it. Practice will help. Building strength in those areas will help. But sometimes at the end of a workout like that, you may just feel it and you have to fight through it, trying to keep that mind muscle connection, okay? So that's all we've got for you today. Head into a child's pose. Feel free to, come back to that warm up, right? Because your goal is to still get another 60 ab tucks before the day is out. And 2, go back, repeat this if you want. Take this format into some other ab moves that maybe are your favorites. Challenge yourself. Comment below when you get it done, and we'll see you for full body strength training tomorrow.